Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment we like to call Potluck Perfection. In the church, we're often being invited to community events, to potlucks, to book clubs, to Bible studies and small groups. And a lot of times people will invite you to bring a dish with you. That can be very intimidating if you're not great at cooking. So in Potluck Perfection, we try to empower you with great crowd-pleasing recipes that are easy to make, things that you can take to your next community event. That way you won't have to skip that book club. You can just go ahead and make one of these recipes and take it, and everyone will be glad you came. Today, we're going to be making something that I invented, very partial to this recipe, something called Crestitos, okay? Earlier we talked about the golden rule and the idea that Christ calls us to treat others as we would like to be treated ourselves, right? So Crestitos utilize crescent rolls, which we bake to a golden flaky brown. So when I think about the golden rule, I think about Crestitos and I think about crescent rolls. And so I just thought this will be a great opportunity. The next time you go to a small group, you can take these. You can say, you know, I was really just studying the Word of God and thinking about the golden rule. I thought, you know what goes great with the golden rule? Golden brown crescent rolls. So that's what we're going to do. What we need to start with are some crescent rolls. We're going to need some cheese. We're going to need some Cheetos. I have crunchy Cheetos, and for people who like a little spice, I have cheddar jalapeno crunchy Cheetos, and some cheese nips, and a beverage of your choice. That's our basic ingredients. Again, this is not a complicated dish, so it should be great for anybody. First thing you want to do is get the crescent rolls, and and I just would like to say thank you so much to my prep person, Bill Green, does a great job of prepping for me so I can come in here and just get this done. I really appreciate that. Bill has already got the crescent rolls kind of going here, so I'm just trying to get these open. And you just got to twist on it a little bit. Push my thumb, okay? You just have to push your thumb on it just a second there. Just like, hey! Ta-da! Crescent rolls. Ready to go. Okay, so we're just going to pull these out. I mean, who doesn't like crescent rolls, y'all? That's why these recipes I'm talking about, these are crowd pleasers. You show up to a place with crescent rolls, you made friends. All right, I don't care how socially awkward you are or whatever else. You show up with crescent rolls, you made a friend. So we're just going to take these crescent rolls. We're going to lay them down here. Spread these out just a little bit. Now, the key to Crestitos is, it is a combination of two things that everybody loves, crescent rolls and Cheetos. Crestitos. Pretty sweet, huh? So, we're gonna take our Cheetos. Ooh, smells like Cheetos. You wanna get a couple of Cheetos, and also you wanna get some cheese. Now, what I've found over time is that if you can make a little bed of cheese inside the crescent roll, that helps the Cheeto kind of nestle down in place there. It's not necessary, but it can be helpful. So we're just going to take this, put a little bit of cheese right here. Okay, we're going to take a couple of Cheetos. I'm just going to push those down in there real nice. Get them in there pretty good if you can. Okay, now it's always a temptation with this recipe to try to put too many Cheetos, and I've done that many times myself, but you know, you just kind of got to live and learn. That's probably honestly already too many, but we're just gonna go for it, you know? We'll see. That's one of the other great things about crescent rolls is you get a whole can of them. So if you put too many Cheetos in the first one, you can just come on back and try it again. So we tear off this one particular crescent roll here, and we're just going to roll it up with the Cheetos in there. Now, quick pro tip, okay? Any part of the Cheeto that is exposed will burn, and it will stink up your whole kitchen. So if you've got a little extra crescent roll there on the tip, you can just kind of pinch that off, and I just tore off a little bit here, and I'm just gonna put that right in there, cover that up, and then there you go. We've got one Crestito. I'm gonna leave the cheese off of this one because some people are lactose intolerant, and so you wanna be mindful of that, so we're not gonna put cheese in this particular one. I'm gonna try to do a little bit less Cheetos in here so that we can actually have what looks like a real crescent roll. Okay, turn than that. So you just want to try to do this. Oh yes, that looks great, doesn't it? That looks just like we used to have at Thanksgiving dinner at my grandmother Teen's house. And I like to try to order them, you know, as the crescent roll gets skinnier, the same with the Cheetos, get the length of it like that so that, again, they don't stick out too far and then burn up on you. Look at that. Now we're getting our stride here. One thing I always try to tell everybody is you want to make sure that you keep something nearby for you to hydrate yourself. So I always try to do that because it's a real kitchen is hot. And you want to keep a snack too. You don't want your blood sugar to crash and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of your cooking project and you just feel like, what's the point of life? I can't go on, I can't do any of this. So I always just try to keep something. You might have thought the cheese nips were for this dish, but we've got plenty of cheese with the Cheetos, 2 different types of Cheetos, so these are just for me. These are also really good. These have a little bit of spice. You might want to give somebody a heads up. Some people don't do as well with spicy foods, so you just want to make sure that they know what they're getting into because these right here bring the heat. Yep, they bring it. Okay, now you see how that, now this is what I'm telling y'all. See how this is exposed right here? That can be dangerous because that is gonna, I don't know if it'll catch fire, but it will, trust me. So you just gotta cover it up. Now I'm gonna keep making these. We may have to time lapse through some of this, I don't know.
Join us Sunday morning at 8:40 a.m. for our traditional service.
All right, so we're wrapping up here and we've got some crescent rolls, Crostitos ready to go. We're gonna pop these in our oven and in a little while we will have a delicious snack that we can take just about anywhere. And we're back. We just pulled our Crostitos out of the oven. We've cut one here so you can see they're probably a little too hot right this second for us to try. But we did cut one so you can see we've got a nice baking through the middle there, and the Cheetos, we don't have any burning on these. We should love one another as we would like to be loved. We should treat one another as we would like to be treated. We call that the golden rule. And what goes better with the golden rule than golden brown Crostitos? And we're back. We've got our Crostitos here, and our very own Parker Lee has agreed to try them to verify for you just how delicious these are. So Parker, take your pick.
Okay, so I want this one because of the cheese that's coming out of it.
All right. So. Okay, and I'll try this one. Okay, you ready?
Bon appetit.
That's really good.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Now, we've verified for you this is delicious, so I just hope you will take it and you'll be a hit at your next book club. All right, thank you so much, Parker.
Yeah, thanks for letting me eat it.
You're welcome, man. You can have all of them. Well, I promised some to the crew, but anyway.